On tonight's episode, to talk about Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim.
And other pop culture news of the week. So this week we got to see the long-awaited animated feature, Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah, produced by Peter Jackson and Fran Walsh, Philippa Boyens, and directed by, I can't remember his name, it's a Japanese guy. It's a Japanese animation by Warner Brothers Animations, Japan. It tells the story of Helia, what's her name?
Hera.
Hammerhead, the daughter of
Hammerhand.
Hammerhand?
His hands are like
That's
hammers.
right. Hammerhand, the daughter of Hammerhand from lore, the last king of the first lineage of Rohan. And what they did was very interesting. They used lore, they used characters, they are real. They try to be very accurate to it. And they amplify, they increase a character that is not very known on the sorts of Rogue One or Star Wars Expanded Universe and all the Expanded Universe. They are the ones that are done well. They expand around the universe that exists and tell a story or retell a story with more details. So they tell the story of Hera, which he's known for having a daughter. From the books we don't know her name, and we don't know a lot of details from her, but we can assume a lot of things because she was a princess of Rohan, so we would assume that she knew how to ride a horse, and she would be raised among the Rohirrim, so she would learn how to fight. She would not just like watch, but she had her role and responsibilities on that society, which they did really well. One of my concerns with the movie was that they would make her a girl boss, like they doing several modern current movies where the girl kicks the guys out of the way and go and fight to protect the guys, which on that society, or on any society by that matter, wouldn't be realistic. She let the men fight, but at some point she has to, and it happened in real societies when all the men died in some sort of war. I was talking to a friend other day that in Paraguay they had a war back in the day, and all the men were decimated, or most of the men were decimated. So at that point, the woman had to work. The woman had to take care of the family, take care of everything, and they even allowed polygamy on that society. So the society would go back to a normal point where one man would marry a woman. So the few men had to marry several women, to grow back in numbers. But anyways, back to the War of the Rohirrim. This that was one big concern I had, because Peter Jackson was producing, so he was involved in a way, and he's a lore master concerning these things. He wouldn't do anything to change drastically to pander or to appease woke warriors or social justice that want to change culture for representation, DEI, and things like that. No, he tells a very, very good story, very compelling story, very compelling characters. And what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree. I love that Hera is everything that makes her powerful and remarkable and able to do for her people what she did was because she wasn't a man. Like, she's not a strong, powerful female character because she's like a man. She's a strong, powerful female character because, like, she's a woman. And anyway, I thought she was very well written. The whole story was well written, and they were very clever at the beginning. That there's this line that our narrator, Eowyn, voiced by Miranda, Otto, she gives this line. She's like, you won't hear about this character in any of the songs or any of the stories because there are none. So right away they've gone into completely they started with a base of like Helm Hammerhand and kind of the origins of Helm's Deep becoming Helm's Deep, or getting that name. But they've gone off and written a new story, so we're not going to conflict with anything. We're not going to change anything. You don't have to worry about any of the pitfalls that come with adaptations. And yeah, she was a really a remarkable character who did great things. We had a great cast of villains and good guys who made mistakes, but then who like came back, and it was fantastic. Something I love too is they really committed to the visual lore that Peter Jackson created. So all the designs in Edoras and Dunharrow and at the Keep at Helm's Deep, it's all taken from the movies, to the point where they were working with Weta Workshop and looking at blueprints and designs and photographs and everything of those original sets. So it very much establishes that. I mean, like, we didn't need to establish it. Like, it's so what Peter Jackson did in Lord of the Rings was so perfect and so definitive. But this kind of takes it another step, that like this is what Middle Earth looks like. The music was good. All the actors were phenomenal.
They did use the themes from the Lord of the Rings, both trilogies. So when in Rohan you see the Rohan theme, and you see nuances of some other themes. At the end we have a deeper connection with the trilogy. We even with, and that is known even with Christopher Lee voicing Saruman the White. They talked to the family, and the family agreed they could use old recordings of him. They got permission, and they used old recordings for his dialogue, his lines of dialogue.
His one line.
Yeah,
but it's a good line. Yeah, I thought it was beautifully made. The animation style isn't exactly what I expected. There's some moments where like I was expecting a lot more from it, but let it go, enjoy it for what it is, and it really is a beautiful movie and such a good story.
I think about the animation. I think it's Japanese, so it's very Japanese style, anime style, and I don't know. I think it was okay. I hear people complain. There's like people nitpicking. Is that what I'm saying? Nitpicking stuff about the movie, and one is
it is very nitpicky
about the animation, problems with the animation, and also people looking for nitpicking wokeness on it, saying because she has a couple lines that she's what is she?
She says, "I will never marry a man."
I never marry a man. So people read lesbian undertones on that. What else? There's some more. There's some. It's like very very little. Let me put it this way: the animation itself, or even those lines, even with let's call them problems. I'm not totally agreeing they are problems, but let's call them problems. Even with those problems, this thing overall is much better than what Amazon is doing with Rings of Power.
Yes.
It's like it's within the lore. It connects. It has the same heart. It doesn't. It is part of it. Even though he had to increase a little bit of the story on how the other thing was but that's very very few people. Most people already accept that a woman fighting a man in the sword wouldn't be possible. But one thing about the Japanese animation, if anything, the bad guy that she fights, it's sort of, this style of Japanese animation. He's not a tough giant guy, right? He's almost a delicate guy. He has like nice hair, delicate. So, in live action, I don't know if they could find someone. Maybe that guy from Power of the Dog, right?
Oh my gosh, Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, Timothée Chalamet. Yeah, that's right.
There are plenty of men, leading men of slight and slender build.
I mean, I guess it's a trend these days, right? We back to the days of Arnold and Sly and anyways.
Right.
But
let's also remember, like, they're going up against like a daughter of the Rohirrim. Like, this isn't like your average girl or an ordinary.
But technically, it's so not him, right? He's
sure.
a group of even gruesome warriors that live out at the frontiers. Anyways, overall, again, my point is I enjoyed it. I liked it. I accept and endorse and bless us Lord of the Rings as part of Lord of the Rings. As with Amazon, I don't.
Yeah, and I feel like this one accomplishes a lot of what they thought they were trying to do maybe with Amazon. The whole like, let's build up, like, let's have like some more women's presence, more women characters. I don't know. It's insulting to compare it.
Yeah,
and
the
again, The Rings of Power is terrible. This was beautiful and wonderful. I really enjoyed it. It was very well done. They didn't, and they stuck very much. Feel like they were very true to, like Tolkien's style of storytelling. Even though what's happening is horrific, because war is horrific. A lot of it is like implied, or it happens just off screen. So there's nothing that's terribly like graphic or explicit, in terms of violence or anything else.
But it does. I guess in the book, it's sort of pseudo explicit because they mention what happens, but you technically don't see what happens.
That's right. You don't have to see it unless you have to do the work in your own head.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing with this. There's some gruesome deaths that happen right in front of you, but they have animation, narrative, cinematic ways of they cut to someone else's reaction. But yeah.
Same thing. Even though a lot of this, there's a lot of discussion of like marriage and relationships and the lesbian undertones, which like I kind of get, but it's definitely like an undertone. It's not about sexuality either. Like it's a different kind of Tolkien's storytelling is like very medieval, and in these kinds of stories, even though there can be a lot of love and romance, it's not like,
and even
it's not sexual. It's a very pure courtly. Anyway, even though they like get into these themes and get into the stuff, like it's they did it like Tolkien did.
And I at the end, the way one of the ends is like, oh, I wish this would happen, and I'm talking about this character would marry this other character. It's like that would be a nice, cute, romantic, maybe creative, but it wouldn't work because that would be pushing too much out of the story. Because if that girl would marry that guy, it would be part of history,
right?
And in the lore, the guy becomes king, and you don't know who his wife is. You don't know his besides the fact that in modern Occidental societies, cousins getting married, yes. But I guess it's so much careful with the source material that everything they do, it's well done. But Amazon decided to hire B team from CW to do their Rings of Power. What if the orcs are like immigrants and they all have kids and they are like humans? No, they're not humans. They orcs. Anyways, we talk about that crap if we watch it. But what you need to watch this Christmas is Lord of the Rings War or the Rohirrim. It's his Lord of the Rings through and through. Brian Cox voices Hammerhand beautifully.
Which such perfect casting.
Yeah.
He his voice. Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect.
And everybody else is really good. There's a lot of new talent, which is always a good thing.
A lot of names I don't recognize most of them.
But the captivating characters, everybody's a captivating character. They do a terrific job on that, which was the case with Lord of the Rings. There was a bunch of nobodies there, right? Besides Ian McKellen, that was known.
Yeah, there were a few people, but like Billy Boyd, Dominic Monaghan.
There were nobodies then. Yeah, and I guess Legolas was a nobody. That guy was nobody.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom.
Viggo Mortensen was known very little.
Yeah.
But Sean Bean a little bit. Everybody was sort of unknown.
If not nobodies, they weren't like A-list, well-known.
Yeah.
celebrities.
Yeah, but the casting, the acting, everybody was so captivating that any character, any second on screen, you know, you
Yeah.
like you either fearing the bad guys or you like concerned about the well-being of the good guys. You connect with them, and they did the same thing on this animation. It's really well cast. It's really well done. You should go see it. War of the Rohirrim.
Yes.
And that's like
Directed by Kenji Kamiyama.
and there's a lot of course, besides the connections, narrative connections, a lot of references to the Peter Jackson's original trilogy, like when she comes and open the door, like
Yes.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, those double doors in Home Team.
yeah, or when the king muster the whole hidden, and several other deep references, which were just an extra bonus, since the whole thing is a big reference to the book, to a story that maybe wasn't told. Anyways, War the Rohirrim is available in theaters everywhere. You should check.
Yeah,
If you
well
wanna,
worth your time.
if you want to break, if you're a Tolkien fan, and if you want to break off all the pseudo Christmas movies, because we saw a bunch of Christmas movies, and we talked about some of the episodes before, some good, some bad, and some that are not Christmas movies at all. But we saw more this week, and we're gonna start with
Carry On.
"Carry On My Wayward Son." Is that?
Yeah.
This one is with Taron
Taron Egerton.
Egerton, right? Egerton. Hey, are you sure?
I was.
I don't think it's Egerton. I think
I've always said Egerton.
it's more British than Egerton.
Okay, Taron Egerton. I don't know. Okay, I'll look that up. You keep.
Yeah.
How to pronounce.
I don't know how to spell. I think.
I don't know how to spell it.
Kamala Harris. Google said how to spell Kamala. Nobody cares about Kamala anymore. Come on. Taron Egerton. Okay. So.
No, I'm gonna hear it from the man himself.
Hi, I'm Taron Egerton.
Egerton. See.
No, that's not him talking.
Have a surname that's pronounced Egerton. Are you kidding me?
His name is
He
Egerton.
says Egerton.
Never normally say it.
Okay, Egerton. I swear it was Egerton. It's not more British.
It's spelled. Oh no, there's an E after the G. That makes it a soft G.
Yeah. I mean, like
We
those
live in a
rules-
society,
like those rules
and there are rules.
Like those rules always work. Anyways, we've done Egerton.
There you
that
go.
sounds, because his character on Kingsman is Egg, right? Eggy.
Oh, that's right.
I always connected that to even though it's like he didn't create a character, but Egerton, Jason Bateman, is that what you go? Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Who else?
Sophia Carson.
Sophia Carson.
Theo Rossi is another one we keep seeing a lot
Rossi,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, those are the.
Yeah. So this is a Netflix original.
Oh, and what's his bucket? Who's in? Oh, they don't have him listed here early enough.
Who?
The guy from the brother-in-law from Breaking Bad.
Oh, Hank.
What is his name?
He's not there. He should be right
I know
there.
he should be right here because I feel like he's
Why
one of
you
the.
going to do Rossi?
I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
Uh,
Anyway, there's
put
some people in
United
this
States
movie.
of All.
Oh yeah.
He's a very short cast and he's there. So,
Nope. That.
United States of All.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dean Norris.
Dean Norris. Yes.
Anyway.
So this one, it has like undertones of Die Hard because it's Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
It takes place in an airport, and you
Yep.
have a hero and a bad guy.
Yes.
But that's probably the
Our hero who like works in law enforcement but isn't
Yeah.
really supposed to be doing this kind of law enforcement and is maybe having some relationship challenges.
yes. And it has some 24 elements too. You know, season one they push Jack to do bad things because they have their family hostage.
That's right.
Anyways, so in this one, Taron Egerton is a TSA agent working on it's the 24th, right?
Yeah, Christmas Eve
Working on Christmas Eve
at LAX.
at the LAX airport, and his girlfriend, wife, companion,
Girlfriend, partner.
she works there too. She works for an airline. She's a manager, and he's a TSA, as I said. And suddenly, a bad guy show up, and he wants to basically send a package, send something through TSA. So he's blackmailing Taron Egerton through threatening his loved ones, his girlfriend, wife, and his friends, and everybody else in the airport.
Yeah.
And Jason Bateman plays such a interesting, cool, dark villain. It's like he walks by someone, poof, the person is dead.
Yeah.
It's kind of Assassin's Creed level of, it was pretty cool. I liked it.
It was very enjoyable because they kept the stakes really high the whole time. Like Jason Bateman's character, first of all, despite like I first came to know him through comedy, but he does like the dark psychopathic villain very well.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry, keep going.
No, and so there's that, and there's the whole Christmas Eve chaos, Christmas Eve dynamics, airport Christmas Eve dynamic, and there's like
Taron, our hero is like such an underdog though. Like from the beginning, they establish like he's not super happy with his life. There's a lot of...
He wanted to be a cop, but he's now a pseudo-cop.
He keeps getting, like, kicked out, and I works for TSA, and everybody hates TSA.
Yeah.
And he's not even very good at that, and like, over and over and over, like, the whole dynamic between him and Jason Bateman, like, Taron Egerton is absolutely the underdog, and not even a plucky underdog. Like, how is this guy gonna make it? I don't know. And so it kept me on the edge of my seat, proverbially, the whole time. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was fun. Action-packed, thriller elements, and talented people. Yeah, it's available on Netflix. I think that's. I'm not gonna spoil. So it's Christmas. I mean, it's one of those. It's not, a movie is not bad by all means.
No,
but it's barely Christmas.
It's set at Christmas time, but it's not really about Christmas.
It's pushing the limit, and by pushing the limit is one of those things. If you say this is a Christmas movie, and if you say Home Alone is a Christmas movie, by the same measures, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Like, yeah, you cannot deny it. Just because it's LA and it's not snowing, but come on.
I think something that was successful too is like it plays on experiences that a lot of people have. Like going through we spend so much time in that TSA line, and I don't know. I thought it really worked, but yeah, Christmas movie. It doesn't. There's no Christmas themes to it. Like Die Hard. That doesn't really have Christmas themes except that it's a Christmas party and he's trying to save his family. Yeah, there's that.
And
Home Alone also has strong Christmas themes and Christmas music.
Yeah, well, Christmas music. Yeah, but Die Hard has Christmas music too.
That's true. I don't know. This didn't feel like a Christmas
this
movie.
One. So if the definition is having Christmas movie, yeah, they all are Christmas movie.
I don't know. I'm going based on vibes, and this does not have a Christmas vibe.
Yeah.
Although it's delightful, and I really
don't know
enjoyed
if you
it.
watch this in August, it will be weird.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like, oh, why watch a Christmas movie? Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. All right. Moving on to one that is definitely a Christmas movie. Our Little Secret.
Our Little Secret is another Netflix original with Lindsay Lohan, with Kirsten Chenoweth, and other talented people. It's a romantic comedy, and with all the tropes of a romantic comedy.
Yes, the entire plot depends on people not having a very simple conversation that would solve everything. Not even a conversation, just like a couple lines of dialogue that any sane person would have said, but they didn't say it, and so then hijinks ensue for an hour and a half.
Yeah. So therefore, a romantic comedy, Christmas based. So these people are invited to a traditional Christmas party at this family big manor mansion. And Lindsay Lohan, it's engaged to the son of this family, and her former best friend, almost fiance, is engaged
dating the daughter.
the daughter of the family, and they only find out when they get there. And once they get there, they say, oh, here's my fiance, and then they're gonna shake hands. They froze for a little, but they don't tell anybody that they actually almost got married in the past, and it ended up like bad, and they have like there's all the love from the past, but there's all the hurt from. So they have to go through the movie with that therefore our little secret, and it goes to it goes funny and it goes bad, and then it get good, because like all romantic comedies. Yeah. And there's some weird things in the end. We're gonna talk about on the next one. We're gonna talk about some weird tropes, but this one has some similar tropes at the end, that the two characters in that family are having an affair, and then this one is not as bad, but the other one is so bizarre. But yeah,
it is. But yeah, this one it's a romantic comedy starring Lindsay Lohan, set at Christmas time, around all the pitfalls and foibles and stresses of meeting your in-laws and trying to fit into a new family, plus the whole awkward ex relationship, and you can kind of fill in the blanks from there.
Yeah, and Lindsay Lohan, I guess she's making sort of a comeback.
Cause cheesy rom-coms seem to be her thing.
Yeah, and she's been to a period of disgrace and a downfall, and then around that time she tried to make some things. She was on a Tarantino movie for 3 seconds, half naked, and then she was on another movie, dramatic, and then she disappeared. Now she's coming back to her roots, and Disney announced her back as Freaky Friday.
That's right.
Eventually, so yeah, she might be onto something on getting back into the path that made her famous. The other one we saw,
A Sudden Case of Christmas.
A Sudden Case of Christmas, with Danny DeVito, with Sophia DeVito.
I mean, I feel like the odds are pretty good that it's Sophia. Wait, is this the right one?
A Sudden Case of Christmas.
It is. Just these pictures are.
Yeah, sometimes
weird.
they order
They've got this.
Yeah.
Lucy
DeVito. With Wilmer Valderrama. And Andy McDowell and some other great talented people. This one is an Italian production, Italian writers. The director is British, but he lives in Italy. This villa on this, anyways.
And it's all set in Italy in this like beautiful hotel in the Dolomites.
Yeah, it could totally be a Italian movie, like full on Italian movie with Italian actors and actresses, an Italian director, but this is not the case. They have this whole set of Americans, which is not clear if they are playing Americans, besides the fact that they speak English. Nobody says, we coming from America or we going back to America.
No, they're American.
Yeah? What says that?
I can't remember.
They don't eat peanut butter, you know.
Would you eat peanut butter if you were in Italy?
Huh?
If you were on vacation in Italy, would you be eating peanut butter?
Oh, I wasn't fully born American, so
That's
maybe.
True.
Fair enough. I'm American now, so maybe. Anyways, but you know what I mean. Nothing says.
That's true.
Specifically, they could be playing Italians. Like I grew up in Brazil.
Yeah,
and
all back to visit.
And all the movies, in French, in English, or anything, they dubbed in Portuguese.
Right.
But what I'm listening in Portuguese is an American character. You know, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So not necessarily because they speak English, they are. Because the father, Danny DeVito's character, from time to time, he throws some Italian there. He and the daughter speak Italian.
Yeah.
It could be that the mother was Italian.
Yeah.
It could be that they are Italian. Is not clear. But again, that's going too deep into analyzing this.
Yeah, and the nationality is really.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect the plot at all.
Then DeVito's character, he bought a hotel at some point in life, and the family always come to visit for Christmas. This time they come to visit for summer, but not for a good reason. The daughter is divorcing her husband, and they brought the granddaughter there, so the grandfather would be the given of bad news. Like,
Yes, I heard that.
yeah, I was like, I don't know. It's supposed to be funny, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, so the daughter said, "No, we have to save this. You have no. Give me one last Christmas," because they always go those there for Christmas. And it's August, right? It's summer.
Yeah.
So they go around and put this Christmas together, and then the movie starts getting really weird because dark secrets of pretty much every character, even the little girl's boyfriend. He
That's
has
right.
he has another
He
girlfriend.
has a different summer girlfriend. Like everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. and
I feel like people are having affairs, and
Yeah.
that's most of what it's about.
yeah, and then the
Just a lot
affairs.
of
It's like, it's
affairs.
fine, just go.
Yeah,
And I was
you're
like, what the heck?
it's so weird. Like the happy ending. I don't know. I take marriage very seriously. I take the marriage vows very seriously. And
I
this
really-
whole idea that like, we just don't have that spark anymore.
Yeah,
So
that's okay.
that's okay. Some marriages
Let
should
me
end.
read you a poem.
Yeah, yeah.
A poem.
Andrew McDowell is a delightful actress.
But she says poem.
Yeah, a poem. She's like poem.
Poem.
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Anyways,
But either way, there were some like
bizarre.
really
Yeah.
weird, not good messaging.
Yeah. It's
Not good messaging
not
at
for
all.
Christmas or any time of the
Didn't
year.
like it.
It's bizarre. I really like Danny DeVito. He plays like a normal guy. He's not a bad guy. He's not a
Yeah.
crazy funny guy. He's like a grandpa. I thought it was
Not a
cool.
toe knife to be seen.
Yes, I thought it was nice to see him doing that. He's taking care of the family. He has
Yeah.
tragedy.
He's definitely like the one stable, normal character in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Who's like
And-
got his feet on the ground.
Yeah, and he keeps saying that because everybody else is a mess.
Yeah.
So this one is a Hulu. I mean, you don't watch it. Go watch.
No, it
watch
wasn't.
Matilda, where Danny DeVito is bad, but the movie is good. And this one, Danny DeVito is good, but the movie is bad.
It's really, yeah.
I don't know. He got his paycheck, went to Italy, hang there with his daughter.
It's true. If you're like, hey, Mr. DeVito, we're gonna go shoot a film in the Dolomites in the summer. I
Yeah.
mean, the film could be garbage. That would still be a fun job.
Yeah, but this one it actually came out because some of those movies never come out. This one came. It is available on Hulu. It is a Hulu exclusive. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let's move. But it's so bizarre. It's like, oh, having an affair. It's like wait. The reaction is like, oh, okay,
That's
moving
probably
on.
for the best.
Yeah, it's like the guy from the meme. The guy from Top Gear. Or
Oh,
was
yeah.
Piers Morgan? No, it's the guy from Top Gear. Right? It's like, oh, that happened. The tragic thing happened. Moving on.
Yeah, that's Top Gear.
So let's move on from this one.
Okay, the finale of What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, the run of 6-7 seasons end up this
Something
week.
like that. Mm-hmm.
It was fun. They
Yeah.
stick to what they do best, with some self-references, retrospecting the whole show. Even Jack Daytona showed up
That's right.
from Arizona.
He did.
Uh,
There's a lot of very self-referential stuff because the way they said it was the documentary. They're like in the middle of doing their thing, and then all of a sudden the camera crew's like, "All right, that's good. We've got enough."
yeah,
And so the documentary is ending, and they all have, well, mostly Guillermo,
yeah.
lots of feelings about it, and what do we do now, and how far have we come, and it was a nice plot device to wrap up the show.
And the show is a very very cool. It has basically three endings. It has the documentary ending. Guillermo makes sure he gave the documentary crew an ending that he thought it was appropriate. And then there's a moment of dream and delusion and hypnosis. That's a dream for some of the fans who are pushing for it, and they do that to a dream and illusion. And then they have the real ending where Nandor and Guillermo become Batman and Robin.
Amazing. Or wasn't it the Phantom Menace and
Yes.
Cowboy Kid?
Cowboy Kid and the Phantom Menace. Yeah. So it was funny. It was a great cast together, simple show. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching the show, you saw the finale. If you don't watching the show, you can start now. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a good show. I've enjoyed it. And yeah, they did a good job with the finale, which is no easy feat. Okay, we also shot an interesting show on Netflix called No Good Deed.
Yeah, this one it's brand new.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a couple trying to sell a house, but there's more to the house than meets the eye.
Mm-hmm.
The
murder.
Yeah, someone died, so it's a murder mystery of sorts. And the it's an interesting way to bring different characters from different paths of life because they come to see the house. There's a lesbian couple, a doctor and a DA sort of, right? Lawyer.
Yeah, she's a prosecutor in the DA's office.
Yeah. There's a
Whatever.
black intergenerational family where the man is a writer.
Mm-hmm.
The mom is a what do you call that kind of mom? Like a possessive, super.
Yeah, super like overbearing. His mother is like, yeah, definitely very overbearing and possessive of him. But he and his wife are about to have a baby.
Yeah. And who else was? Oh, the next door. There's a Hollywood
That's right. Oh, a soap opera star.
soap opera star.
And his tacky cheating wife.
Yeah, that wants to buy a house because why? Because because she wants it, right?
No, she doesn't want it. He wants it.
No, she wants because of her lesbian lover.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah, it's
and
complicated.
the main couple is Ray Romano and Phoebe.
Lisa Kudrow.
Lisa Kudrow.
Phoebe Buffay.
Yeah. They want to sell the house, so they go into all that and the mysteries and the murder. Dennis Leary is there too.
Yeah, there's an ex-con brother, a flamboyant real estate agent.
He's actually, well, he has ex-con, but technically he took the fall, right?
I don't think that's why he was in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so murder mysteries and shenanigans and like twists on the top of twists on the top of twists. It's short and it's short in its length. It's short in its number of episodes. So it's fun, interesting, talented people, funny, a lot of funny moments, and then gets dark.
Yeah.
And then gets funny again. And then gets dark, and then gets funny again, and then it's over. So yeah.
But also, I really liked the ending. Like it ended in a. Oh, overall, I think it was a good show.
Yeah.
Good cast, clever plot lines, and there's. I feel like if it's successful enough, they could definitely pull a second season.
No way.
No, maybe not with those same characters, but like I don't know.
No, yeah, this
We've
story
seen
is
weirder
over.
stuff. It should be
Don't
over.
give them ideas.
I don't have to give them ideas.
Yeah.
Because the people who say make a second season of this successful show don't have ideas.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one and done.
Yeah.
No good.
It should
deed.
be.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, box office. Moana 2 is topping the box office again this week. Kraven the Hunter, not so much.
Going to have to 10 million is like big fail.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie was a bad idea, and release the movie at this time of the year was even worse idea.
Yeah, it did not go well. Like it's such a bad opening for
that comes
for
on
that kind of
the
movie.
tail end of Sony announcing last week that this would be the last one of their Spider-Verse, which okay, move on.
Yeah, I have heard. I've neither heard nor seen any consternation
Morbius
or
fans,
sorrow about
Morbius
this.
fans are unconsolable.
Are they?
The Morbius fans.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jared Leto's mom and.
Ouch. It has not been good. So that's fine that it's ending. Red One, however, is now streaming on Prime Video, and it's the number one Amazon MGM movie ever after their theatrical release.
Yes.
So it did well in theaters. It's doing really well on Amazon Prime. I totally recommend it. It was a delightful
That was
Christmas
fun.
movie.
Yeah.
Like I would watch it again next year at Christmas time. I thought it was really fun. Okay, other successful streaming ventures. Landman had 14.9 million households watching in the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan property. You still have to watch it. It looks good. It has Billy Bob. It's like Western type of thing, like he did on Tulsa King and Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting. So that's become Paramount Plus's most watched original.
Okay.
Okay, YouTube TV has raised their prices.
Crazily.
Yeah. So apparently now it's going to cost $1,000 per year.
Yeah, near $1,000. It will be 10 per month price hike. It was 10 per month, and will go up to $82.99.
Bananas.
That's crazy. It's
Yeah.
like, did they wanted to shut down because I don't think people would move
That's
from 10 to 82. I don't know. Maybe they have crazy fanatics, obsessive, hypnotized fans that will pay to avoid commercials to watch the originals. It makes no sense.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird amount of money to spend on that. Fathom Events has rebranded to Fathom Entertainment, and they had a record-breaking. Their revenues for 2024 broken records, $145 million.
Yeah, they have
Way to
some
go,
good
guys.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. David Zaslav, the Warner Brothers Discovery CEO, sold $30 million of his stock.
Yeah, never a good sign when the CEO
luck.
dumps stock, like
Yeah.
like is he giving up on his own company? So we'll see. And that's right before well, they had the Rohirrim is a Warner property, but right before the trailer for the new Superman,
That's
which
right.
a lot of people are saying, and it might be true to it. There's like it's fly or sink. If it flies, it will help Warner gratefully, but if it fails, will sink Warner into a big job because. And the trailer was, I don't know. I have mixed feelings, more like bad feelings. The trailer starts with Superman being being beat up somewhere, and he calls for help. He calls for the dog.
Yeah.
It's like playing like the uber sensitive dog lovers in society because it's like, what the heck?
It's an interesting way to introduce your new Superman.
Yeah.
Like, here's Superman, bleeding and broken and...
And it's not even funny. It's on a tragic way. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
crypto,
Take me
home. What the heck?
I don't know.
Anyways, and the rest of the trailer, it has images. They're like, okay. So people are saying that's like, yeah, it's good for CW. I mean, wait, it's not CW. It's WB. It's the big screen.
Yeah.
And we see like glimpses of Luthor Corp for some reason. They call it Luthor Corp. Is this Lex gonna be a heir, not the self-made? We do see Lex. We do see
you see Lois.
See Lois. We see Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern. Nathan Fillion looks hideous. He looks like
What was that thought process
one of the
there?
Three Stooges. Granted, the character in the books looks like one of the Three Stooges, but he's young. Nathan is old, so you make something ridiculous more ridiculous. Is that the idea? And then you have Hawk Girl or Hawk Woman or one of the we see something that looks like Brainiac, but some people are saying it's Metamorpho. It's like, I think that's Brainiac. And then we see some really quick
Mr. Terrific. We see some really quick action. We see Superman Lois kissing, coming close. How close they are? Where is this? Is this the beginning? Maybe not. We see Pa Kent. Weird choice they cast. No Jor-El, no Lara, no Krypton. And then we see a threat behind the window, and which was a poster and people hating the suit as well. We'll see. We will see.
It's James Gunn, so right away it's like a James Gunn movie. It's like
yeah. My concern, like I love Superman. I love him so much, and I want this to be good, and I want this to be successful. But there is too much. There's too much in this trailer. There's too many characters. There's too many big moments. I'm having a really hard time seeing.
Besides the characters, that would be in the movie. It's
giving Spider-Man 3, where there was like 17,000 things happening.
Yeah.
And it. Ugh.
Yeah. Besides the whole lot of characters that will show up and didn't show up yet. The whole authority is on there. The authority is a group of superheroes. And anyways, we'll see when it comes. It's
We will.
I mean, it's James Gunn, so the crap he makes is not, hopefully, but yeah. Another trailer we saw was the new Karate Kid Legends, where West meets East, where past meets present or future. Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan get together to train the new Karate Kid. It looks cool. It looks promising. We'll see.
Karate Kid has yet to like really let us down. Some of the sequels are a little mediocre, but they're coming off of Cobra Kai, and it's gonna be fun.
No, mediocre wrong. Moving on.
Oh, okay. Okay, some shows are getting reboots, including Prison Break. Hulu's ordered a pilot from Elgin James for a Prison Break reboot.
We'll see how that's gonna be. I have no idea.
Yeah, the series was perfect the first time.
Yeah,
Just
Old Man got canceled.
Yes.
On season 2.
It did get canceled. Did you want to?
Malcolm in the Middle is gonna also get a reboot. The cast was like screaming Malcolm.
Yeah.
And it seems like everybody's coming back. That was a lovely show. So
That was so fun.
Bryan Cranston playing this like hilarious father. He's comic. He wasn't Seinfeld. He wasn't King of Queens. And then Malcolm, he excels comedy.
Yeah. The man just excels. I think that revival is going to be delightful. They did a great job of giving us like a very dysfunctional family that loves each other. Kind of like the Middle, right? The show with Patricia Heaton and that was called The Middle, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they have very similar vibes, like a dysfunctional, struggling family, but like they really love each other, and they're also very funny.
Dysfunction is too harsh of a word.
Yeah.
They are like.
I mean, there's
messy.
the one son in military school.
Yeah, they're messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Dysfunctional is like the Manson family.
Woof. I was gonna go with the Sudden Case of Christmas. They're dysfunctional.
Oh, those are like disturbed and perverted.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Anyway, Dexter Original Sin, which is also revival, whatever, has become Showtime's most streamed premiere. They had over 2.1 million global viewers.
Yeah.
Way to go, guys.
Silo, it has season 2 out. It got renewed for 2 more seasons, and they're gonna end with the 4th season.
Okay. Wicked Part 2, they've announced a title for the 2025 release. It's going to be called Wicked for Good.
Yes, which apparently is a song from the musical.
It's one of the best songs from the musical. Okay, Clayface is getting released in 2026.
Yeah, Clayface, the Batman villain, that shapeshift change appearances, is gonna get its own title in 2026.
Okay, and Sonic 4 will be coming in 2027.
Yeah, on the trail of the success of Sonic 1 and 2. 3 is going to be released next week. We're going to talk about it. And the hope for success has Keanu Reeves. And that makes you ask, will Sonic recognize Shadow's voice? Because Keanu Reeves talks, Keanu Reeves voices Shadow. And on Sonic 1, when Sonic is watching Speed. It's like, oh, Keanu, he's a national treasure. Will he recognize his voice? It remains to be seen.
It is the type of movie where I feel like they would throw in a joke or two about it.
Well, Keanu says like, oh, Shadow sounds different than Jack. So we'll see. You have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, Austin Butler has been cast as Patrick Bateman for an American Psycho remake.
Cool, I think he would do good, but why remaking the anyways,
So are they remaking is it American Psycho or just Psycho?
American Psycho. The one with the Christian Bale. We saw it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a weird choice.
No, it's a good choice. Oh, for remake.
Yeah.
I guess it has its fans or not. They want more fans.
I don't know.
They're gonna anyways.
Okay. What's not a weird choice is Henry Cavill. He's never a weird choice. Starring in a Voltron movie, and they've started filming.
Yeah, Kevin, that was in the news last week for closing the deal for Warhammer 4000. Also announced that he's gonna be a father. He posted building a crib. Anyway, so he's doing well, even though the traders at WB decided to move on. Some Bluey news.
Yeah, there's gonna be a feature-length movie coming in 2027. And Bluey, the characters, are joining the Disney theme parks and cruise lines starting next year.
Yeah, it's smart. Bluey is like hit, big success.
Yes,
So,
popular, beloved, high quality.
Yeah, so Disney gonna try to capitalize on that. You know, kids go to Disney and then they walk and see Bluey and Orangina, and
Bingo.
Bongo,
Oh my gosh.
and Bulalala.
Oh, wow.
And they, they
right.
freak out.
We're going to have a
Yeah.
Bluey marathon.
Anyways,
Your daughters like connect with Bluey and Bingo on such a level. It's anyway.
Would they have?
It's such a good
Would they have
series.
the grandmas
As
there
long
too?
as Disney doesn't get involved in the creative side, which I'm kind of nervous about because the creator of Bluey, whose name I can't remember his name, but he's stepping back from the show and he's gonna work on the movie. But I'm just getting nervous. Like, you know how Pixar was unbelievable, and then Disney, like, the more Disney got in, like, the more the quality went down.
Yeah,
I'm apprehensive.
Know. Yeah, I never know. They might clash. Like the guys that created Avatar moved away from the show, and the show was, I don't know. I thought it was okay.
It was fun. You mean like the live action Netflix?
Netflix show.
Yeah, it was okay, but
it could be better.
You could just watch the animation because it's perfect.
Anyways, last
but not least, Michael Jackson fans, Christmas has come early.
Yeah, some tracks were found in abandoned storage unit. So exclusive new mic. I feel like this every 10 years this happens because not long ago that happened, right? And now it's happening again. The one with Justin Timberlake, right? Okay, you don't remember.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. But well, it happened again, and we'll see when it releases. The King of Pop. It seems like it's the return of the king. We started Lord of the Rings, we ended Lord of the Rings.
There you go.
Yeah, next week we're gonna see Sonic, more Christmas movies or pseudo Christmas movies. So it's starting to say Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.